planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today I am planning the November budget. I'm budgeting. I'm doing November. I'm doing all the things with all the money. So, I'm not really ready for this. Like, I don't know, somewhere between October and November, I feel like everything just sort of fell behind. So we are just making it up as we go and trying to keep our head above water. So I don't have a really good game plan just yet, and I don't have time to really get one together, but I'm going to do the best that I can. So I've got my monthly planner. I don't have my goals written down on here just yet, but I have my Budget by Paycheck boxed set from the Budget Mom, and I did write them on here. So we're making progress because I didn't even have any bills down here. I didn't have any stickers. It's just like a mess. I am committed to going to bed by 10 o'clock tonight. This is like not related to the budget. I am committed to going to bed by 10 o'clock tonight because I was still up at like 2 last night and I got up at 5 this morning, and that's not the business. So I'm exhausted, to say the least. Anyway, but I had to get this video done so that I could have it up in the morning. So, goals for November. No credit card. Track expenses. Save $400. Etsy sales of $2,500. Pay off $1,500 in debt. Pay, we will say, an extra $250 to Navy Federal. Pay taxes, tires, oil change, business banking, Shopify, and Klaviyo. Lots of goals. I did not put in like my to-dos like I normally do here just yet. And my sinking fund trackers that I stick in here, this is printed on some, I photocopied it on some sticker paper, is not filled out yet. So, let's jump over to here. So the month at a glance is just, it's the same in both books. I've got my 2 savings challenges for the month. So one is the 52-week savings challenge. And I jump around because saving the larger number towards the end of the year is difficult for me. And I like to pick 2 low numbers, 2 high numbers, so that if I have a week where I don't have as much in earnings, because I usually take it from my Etsy income, then I can use the smaller amount. So for the month of November, I selected $27, $13, $43, and $17 for a total of $90 for the 52-week savings challenge. And then for the Budget Mom savings challenge, I am doing Monopoly Monday, which today actually happens to be a Monday. So I don't have any dice. I don't have the instructions for this. I want to say you roll 1 dice, but let me see if somewhere in here there's instructions, because that would be helpful. Spin the wheel. No, I don't have Monopoly instructions. I'm going to say, I want to say it's 1 dice. So what I'm going to do is do random number generator between 1 and 6. And every Monday, let's see, there's 5 Mondays in November. So every Monday I will do this, and I'm going to use this little page flag to keep track of where my game piece lands, and whatever we land on, that's what we will do. The one thing I am going to do differently is all of these have you taking the money from a cash envelope, and so my cash envelopes are allocated with what I need for that particular category. So as an example, I have $110 allocated for gas. If I take $10 from it for this savings, I don't want to save money I've already saved for something else. I don't feel like there's any savings in that for me. Not to mention, like, that would then leave me short for gas or for food or for whatever it is. Particularly with Thanksgiving being this month and food being more expensive, it just does not make sense to me. So, for me, and this is the way that I've pretty much done the savings challenges this whole time, it comes out of the extra income that comes in. It's set aside for this purpose. So, we have our little random number generator. We generated a 2. And I am going to start at go. And it doesn't really say which direction you go. So, I don't know, the arrow's pointing this way. So I'm going to go this way, which has me saving $10. And I'm going to use this box right here to keep track. So we have November 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. So for the first one, we are saving $10. And on a side note, this pen is slowly growing on me a little bit. It still doesn't work on a transparent, but I've been using it a little in my planner, and it's not so horrible. I don't love it, though. Okay, so anyway, that's the savings challenges for this month. So next up, let's talk about income. So for this month, for income, I have my normal income, which is just a few cents shy of $5,000. My health stipend, which is $165.75, that will actually be going away. I think July of next year. This is what I have estimated for Etsy, and so total estimate is $29.50, which I think is the highest I've ever estimated myself to receive for Etsy. But with like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, and all that good stuff coming, I am going to hopefully bring in additional income. We're just coming off of a sale, and so I estimated $1,000. It was $13.90 and 57 cents, which coming off of a sale the following week is low typically. So I've only estimated $200 for next week, and so it could be even lower than that. But that is like the normal trend coming off of a sale. So we'll see what happens. Two things. Thing one is, let me know when you'd like to see like the sales for quote unquote Black Friday start. Would you like for it to start like maybe the 22nd, which is the Monday before Thanksgiving, or another day? Or, do you want just to be on the 26th? Let me know. And then question 2 is, what I'm thinking about doing is budget videos, maybe starting next year, budgeting my Etsy income, which would be a video each week. And I don't know if that's too much or if people are really that interested, but let me know. So, I also estimated $50 in income from 31 and $150 from Google AdSense, which is YouTube. And so it's still low for me. I am not an influencer, or I'm not out here balling. So this is comprised of both October and September. You have to hit $100 for them to send you a payment. I did not in September, so with September and October combined, I estimate it to be about $150. So all in all, income for the month, I'm thinking will be around $8,315.75. Nothing has changed with expenses. The one thing that could possibly change is we're working on getting the Shopify site built. And so I could see a fee for that this month. It's $29 a month for the Shopify website. And then you have to pay like your payment processor, which there's like several that you can choose from. And I think that they all are pretty much the same as far as like what fee that they charge. And I think that that is all of the fees for the moment. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So that might pop up in this month's budget. Cash envelopes have already been stuffed. And if you want to watch that video with the cash envelopes for November being stuffed, that is linked down below. For this month, I have allocated $200 to groceries, $80 to eating out, $60 to the bulk and butcher envelope, $20 to household, $80 to gas, but I rolled over $30, giving me $110. $20 to PD, $10 for fun, nothing for clothing and beauty, $50 for business, $20 for health, $15 for P.O. Box, $40 for Black Friday, $40, which covers 2 of my weeks in the 52-week savings challenge, $50 for a laptop and or a computer, and then the Budget Mom's savings challenge is to be determined depending on the Monopoly game that I just showed you. So that's where we're at for cash envelopes for this month. I shared in my October review recap video that I need to do like a sort of forensic audit on my sinking funds slash cash envelopes that are like I want to say recurring, but it's not recurring. It's just things that I continue to add money to each month basically, and may not necessarily spend each month. So long-term savings, so to speak, because there's some things that I messed up, and the 3 maybe 4 there's like 5 categories I think. So the tax category needs to be reconciled, and health, and part of the issue with that is that they are in the same bank account, and I didn't do a good job, I think, of tracking how much was for each one. At least I thought I was doing a good job, but I don't think I was doing a good job. When I was looking at my bulk and butcher, I don't even know if this is the right number. I don't know if it's 227 or something else was in there. I don't know. I think it's higher than this. So that needs to be reconciled. And then vacation, I deposited a bunch of 5, so I just want to double check and make sure that this number is correct. And emergency fund, I need to just make sure that that number is correct. So I'm waiting for the money that I deposited to settle. And then I also will be making a transfer for my Etsy payday, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, or when you're watching this video, maybe today. I'm going to take a big chunk of that, and, well, it'll go into all the various savings, but a big chunk of it will go into the tax account as well. And so once all the dust is settled, then I can make those tax payments and sort of reconcile everything and figure out where we are at. So that is that. For debt. So for this month, we have $35,343.11 of debt that we are focusing on. That is not my total debt. My total debt is $250,000. Welcome to Life with Nia. If you're new here, I owe the student loan people a mortgage. So focus debt, $35,343.11. Last month it was $35,032.38. So I actually added like just over $300. But like what I spent was significantly more than that. So it makes me feel like, yes, I did add like $1,500 to the Quicksilver card, but I paid down part of it already as well. So I only owe $1,090. When the Etsy payment comes in, that's another thing that I'm going to pay, like about $700 to get it down as well. So we've sort of got a plan for those things. And then I want to make some extra payments to different things this month. I'm trying to sort of focus on the debt payments a little bit more in anticipation of February coming and the student loan payments going back into effect, which is probably going to be ugly as far as the amount of my income that they are going to dictate needs to go to them. So that is where we're at for debt. I do my weekly check-in here, and that is for just certain cash envelopes. So groceries, eating out, gas, household, and then should I spend anything at the butcher, I will check in with that. I will add that on here as well. And so these are my starting amounts. And what I typically do is on Sundays, I reconcile this. So the first Sunday, I think, is the 7th. So that will be the first week that I check in. I've got a place for my business expenses and a place for notes, and that is everything in this book. So let me just show you real quick what I did for in here. This is where I have a better breakdown by paycheck. Primarily, all the bills are paid from my primary source of income, which as a government employee is once per month. So do y'all hear PD snoring? So I will go in on payday and typically pay a ton of these things. I haven't quite done that just yet because I was trying to film first, but when I get done with this video, I probably will at least take care of the things that are due this week just to get it done. But this is like my sort of like my breakdown. This is my breakdown for my cash envelopes. This is my breakdown for my payments. And then what I do is, so this is just continued because it's not enough space for me to list it all on the first page. Then what I do is I do Etsy payments on their own page, but I don't do the cash envelope breakdown. I don't do like the cash envelope stuffing or any of that, sinking funds with the Etsy payments. Is way more than I need to do. I just need to know what the amount is that's coming in from Etsy and where I need to send it to. So you see I've got like $600 going to this Quicksilver, $400 to taxes. It's like I wrote it in pen, so I'm committed to it, although whiteout works great. But I'm trying to be really committed to it, which is kind of the other reason why I want to do the Etsy videos, because it'll help me stay accountable. So that leaves me like $390 to figure out where to allocate that money to. I want to hit a few savings things, but a chunk of it will probably also go to Afterpay, our friend Afterpay. And then I have a bunch of pages sort of clipped together because I don't need them right now. And we get into our expense tracker. So this first page is going to be for Afterpay or cash envelopes. Second page will be for either Afterpay or cash envelopes. And then we get into our primary transaction log for everything else and all the different bills that have to be paid. So that is how I am using those tools for this month. That is my budget setup for November. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for planning your budget as well. Please let me know if you would be interested in seeing the weekly Etsy videos. And I don't know that I'm going to commit to every week because that's another video added to the already heavy load of videos, but maybe every other week. I will try to do them as frequently as possible if there's an interest in it. And then also let me know. I forgot what the second question was. There were two. That just goes to show I'm tired. So there's that. But anyway, comment down below. Love engaging with you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.